Welcome back to our insights here at Offshore Europe. I'm Amy Cox and I'm joined here by Matt Nesbitt, VP of Growth and Development for Operations EMEA. Welcome, Matt.
Thanks
for joining me.
Yeah.
So we're on day 2. How's it been?
Fantastic. You can probably see from the Cheshire Cat grin on my face that, it's just been so good seeing so many happy people, such massive energy, and it's really just palpable here in the hallway and in the forums that we've sat in today. It's amazing. I think 50 years this conference has been running, and it's great to be back after obviously an absence as a result of the pandemic. So fantastic.
Great. And so what's been your highlights of today? Have you attended any sessions?
Yeah, where do we start? It was an early start. We had the breakfast briefing at 7:30, but, really insightful OE UK energy report, and, the details that report highlighted really, first of all, kind of probably gave us a lot of confidence that there's a lot of things for us to be positive about and get after and be constructive about. But also some challenges that we can unlock in terms of things that we can get after as service companies. So yeah, it's been really, really good. I think a key takeaway from that session was how we as individuals, we as companies, and we as a sector and industry really need to find our collective voice to understand where we fit in the energy transition and net zero journey, because we have a lot to offer in that, whether it be working in carbon capture, hydrogen production, electrification and offshore assets. There's so many positive things that we can influence. So yeah, that was probably the highlight of the day.
Great. I think for me, I listened to one of the sessions and someone spoke about how as an industry, we know what needs to be done. So we just need to get after it. And I think there's been a lot of that conversation today and yesterday.
Absolutely.
So rather than waiting, let's just get on.
There's definitely a kind of positive swell, I think. There's a feeling of can do, rolling up the sleeves, and have confidence in terms of we have the tool set to make the energy transition possible. Now, it's not without its challenges, and some of that are directly in our hands, and some of them are maybe other stakeholders like government, etc., that need to be engaged to pull closer to the discussion table and move things forward. But yeah, absolutely, we're very, very positive about it. Yeah.
Good. And what does that mean from a Wood perspective? Obviously, we've got our new strategy. How do we fit into the overall integrated energy mix, I guess?
Yeah. As you know, decarbonisation is right at the centre of our strategy. And, 50% of the carbon capture projects globally Wood's been involved in already. And we want to see that percentage increase over time. And, listening to likes of Dan Carter, our president for decarbonisation, is truly inspiring the knowledge and experience we have. So leveraging that, engaging in the right conversations with customers can make that a reality. Another thing that we can do is by delivering for our customers. So as you know, Amy, we've just had a massive success with a partnership being awarded to us by Harbour Energy, which has been announced publicly this week. Being able to influence and support their aspirations as a customer and taking an aging asset and looking at how we can make that more energy efficient and sustainable from an environmental perspective feels good. Yeah. It feels like, you're in the game. You're not sitting on the sidelines. And, I think that's exactly where we as an organisation want to be. Yeah.
And it's that recognition that it's not just automatically going to be all this new renewable energy. There's a transition to happen, and we're part of that.
100%. I think Dave Whitehouse, the CEO of OE UK, touched on that earlier on today, and it's something I'm fully passionate about as well. They are, the energy transition and oil and gas are one and the same subject. It's energy at the end of the day. Yeah. And, as somebody who's worked for the organisation for 20 years and various different parts of the organisation in different sectors, there's so many opportunities there to leverage skills that we have that could be very applicable in oil and gas, but that can absolutely transfer into other uses to help deliver the solutions we need.
Great. So to ride on that positive wave, what's next for you for the rest of the week? Is there any sessions that are piquing your interest?
Very busy, as you can tell, Amy. So yeah, busy night tonight, and then tomorrow I'm really looking forward to the offshore electrification of assets. Something that's probably a wee bit of a pet interest for me, coming from an electrical background in the past. So we know how possible it is. Obviously, there's some ambitious targets that have been set for our customers to make that happen. And we're already engaged in some of the early study phase to make that happen. So keen to hear what others have to say on the subject. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Great, lovely. Well, thanks so much for joining me, Matt. Really appreciate it. And then we'll catch up again soon.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers.